He did all the damage in the first session. Stuart Bingham was not at the races at all. And it's Neil Robertson who wins the World Grand Prix by 10 frames to 0.
Stuart,
180,000 to him, and let's hear from the players.
Today was not your day, but what I would like to focus on is the incredible run to the final. You've beaten two brilliant multiple world champions, Mark Selby and Mark Williams, and your victory against Judd last night was absolutely fantastic. There are positives to take from this week.
It's hard at the moment, but like I say, hats off to Neil. He took every chance today, had a little bit of run at the right times, but I had my chances. The score's 10-0, it could have easily been 5-all if I'd have took my chances, but say Neil, he done some unbelievable clearances, and yeah, simple as that, and the writing was on the wall. I think when he dished up to go 8-0, I always felt like I believe that I could do something, but today just weren't happening.
And not only have you returned to a ranking event final for the first time in 6 years, your run to this final has pushed you up from 30th on the one-year list to 14th, so you've earned a passage through to the Players' Championship as well.
Yeah, my goal was obviously to get to the final. If someone would have said obviously before the week you can get the final and get beat 10-0, I would have maybe gone, nah, let me have a frame. But yeah, like you say, my final really was yesterday against Judd. It was a big match for me, say, to get in the Players, but like you say, hats off to Neil, he played well. I'll just say a few words, obviously, to the sponsors, to the crowd here. They've been unbelievable all week. It's been a good week on the table for me, but I'd just like to shout out to Jack Zalski, feeling for you, mate. My friend Lee Fairbrother, feel for all ya. My long-term coach Jay Lazarus passed away this week, and my uncle Ray passed away this morning. So it ain't been a good week off the table, but forget, obviously, shout out to them guys, but like you say, try and got to take the positives. Obviously, where is it? Telford in a week or so time. So yeah, I've got that to look forward to now, and I'll be after Neil. I want Neil in the draw. He ain't going to beat me 10-0 then.
Well, Stuart, it's incredible that you turned out and contested the final, bearing in mind what you've just told us. Everybody you've just mentioned would be very, very proud of you. Stuart Bingham, ladies and gents. From a very, very gracious runner-up to a wonderful, wonderful champion. Neil, that was absolutely sensational this week. It seems you are back to your very, very best.
Yeah, I said that, you know, with all the hard work I've been putting in over the last 18 months, that, you know, some big results were around the corner, and it's proved to be the case this season. And this week, playing with the new titanium ferrule, I was just hoping to win one match, maybe two. So to come away winning is unbelievable. And yeah, just today a lot went my way. You know, I started off really well the first 4 frames, and then after that I really did steal like quite a few frames. I had some amazing clearances. Yeah, so you know, on another day, like Stuart said, it could have easily been sort of 5-all after 10 frames. Just one of those things. So yeah, but glad to see him back in the final and pushing up, getting back into the top 16 again. And I'm sure he'll get there in no time.
He certainly will. Spoken with real grace. There's huge respect between these two guys. And Neil, it's not just what you've done today. The recovery from 5-3 down against Sean Murphy was absolutely superb. You've been delivering day after day after day in this world-class facility.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, my record in Hong Kong is really good. I've won 2 of the 3 major events we've had out here, and to be the first ranking event winner here in, is it 35 years?
Yep, 35 years.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the crowd support all week has been great. Whenever I come to Hong Kong, I always get brilliant support, so I can't thank you guys enough for that.
And I know they thank you in return. And Neil, this longevity is great. I know you've got this brilliant record of almost having won a title every single calendar year. Your first ranking victory, 2006. Here you've got another title in 2025. 25 titles across 19 years. That's just ranking event victories, let alone the Masters. Not a bad record.
Yeah, it's very good. Last year was disappointing because that was the only calendar year out of the lot that I missed out. But you know, I believe that's what sort of made me a much better player overall going into this season. You know, working with Helen Davis, my sports psychologist, and Joe Perry. Just, I've got an amazing team set up and just incredible, you know, 2 kids and you know, Miller holding down the fort for me while I'm away, and she does an amazing job. And without all those things working together, you don't really have a successful career. So it's as much, you know, thanks to them as it is the hard work that I put in.
And it looks as though the Robertson swagger is back around the table. You must have huge confidence now for the Players' Champs, the Tour Champs, and the big one coming up next month in April.
Yeah, well, the Players' Champs and Tour Champs, the last time I was in them, I won them both. So, you know, the way things have gone the last 2 years, I haven't been in them. So, you know, I look forward to trying to kind of reclaim those trophies. And, yeah, it's just been an amazing turnaround for me, starting the year provisionally sort of at about 40-something in the world by December, and then being able to turn that around is really good. So, yeah, really pleased, but we've still got a lot to play for the rest of the season, but I'm certainly going to enjoy this one.
Well, I hope you enjoy a glass of something nice this evening. You are the champion once again. For the second time in his career, he gets his hands on the World Grand Prix trophy. Your winner, Neil Robertson.
Thank you, Rob. 哇，非常之精彩嘅總決賽，咁多位嘉賓來賓，仲有我哋觀眾，可唔可以俾再熱烈嘅掌聲俾我哋兩位嘅球手啊？哇！ Ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we'll have the World Grand Prix 2025 award ceremony. Just now, we have witnessed together a truly spectacular final between our 2 incredible players. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please give it up for our 2 amazing players here. 各位來賓，跟住落嚟咧就係我哋世界格蘭披治桌球大獎賽嘅頒獎典禮。咁頭先咁精彩啦，咁相信大家咧都非常之享受到我哋今日嘅總決賽啊！咁跟住落嚟事不宜遲啦，我哋有請我哋嘅主禮嘉賓嚟到我哋現場。Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to welcome our guest of honor. May I invite Mr. Wilfred GBS MHJP Chairman Major Sports Events Committee 大型體育活動事務委員會主席吳守基先生 GBS MHJP 掌聲 Mr. Dane Chang Executive Director of Hong Kong Tourism Board 香港旅遊發展局總幹事程鼎一先生 Mr. Jason Ferguson, Chairman of the World Professional Billiards and Snooker Association, 世界職業桌球協會主席福澤勝先生 Mr. Steve Dawson, Chairman of the World Snooker Tour 世界桌球巡迴賽主席史提夫杜森先生 Mr. Tony Mock, Director of F Sports Promotion Limited, F Sports Promotion Limited 總監莫華彤先生Mr. Vincent Law, Chairman Billiard Sports Council of Hong Kong, China, 中國香港桌球總會主席羅永聰先生 Mr. Jimmy Zhang, Deputy General Manager of Gold Lion Far East Limited, 金利來遠東有限公司副總經理曾志謀先生Miss Anthea Lowe, BVSJP Independent Non-Executive Director of Gold Lion Holdings Limited, 金利來集團有限公司獨立非執行董事羅永詩小姐 BVSJP Mr. Patrick Kam, Chief Financial Officer and Company Secretary of Gold Lion Holdings Limited, 金利來集團有限公司首席財務總監兼公司秘書金耀國先生，再一次用掌聲歡迎我哋嘅主禮嘉賓。Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the ceremony, we'd like to present the highest break bonus. With a break of 146, Judd Trump has won the highest break bonus. Now, may I invite the representative of Judd Trump, Paul Collier. Tournament Director of WST to receive the prize of the highest break bonus.
Present him with his prize at a later date.
2146路獲得 highest break bonus 嘅係
the tournament director. He's a pretty handy player himself, of course, a great referee over the years.
接受大會頒發一桿最高度數嘅獎項。
Unfortunately for him, he doesn't get to keep the money.
Let's invite Mr. Tony Mock and Mr. Patrick Cam to present the check. 我哋有請莫華彤先生同埋金耀國先生咧為我哋頒發支票㗎。So would our guest please look towards the middle for a photo together?
If you're just tuning in, this is Paul Collier collecting Judd Trump's high break prize. He hasn't won it himself.
Congratulations! A big round of applause, please. 掌聲，掌聲。現在我哋即將頒發我哋亞軍嘅獎項啦。Ladies and gentlemen, what an exhilarating final! We have winners today. And now may I present you the first runner-up of the World Snooker Grand Prix 2025, Stuart Bingham. 世界格蘭披治桌球大獎賽2025亞軍係 Bingham. Congratulations. And with Mr. Tony Mack, please present the watches to our first runner-up.
On the table, he's played terrific snooker. It just didn't happen today.
Congratulations, Stuart. It's no easy task to reach this stage.
But
and
he'll be in the Players' Championship. There's plenty to look forward to for the rest of the season.
Thank you, Mr. Moll. And would Stuart please stay? Now may I invite Mr. Steve Dawson, Mr. Vincent Law, and Miss Anthea Lowe to present the check and gift to the first runner-up. 我哋有請史提夫道森先生、羅永聰先生同埋羅永詩小姐為我哋今屆亞軍頒發支票同埋禮品㗎。首先我哋有請 Anthea 咧為我哋頒發花環先嚇。Anthea, please do us the honor to present the garland for Stuart, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, £80,000 coming into the event.
Next, may I
just over
invite Steve to help
100,000 for
us
the
present
season,
the
so
check
it has
for us.
transformed things for sure. From the prize money
Steve, please
perspective
do us
and
the
of course
honor
world
to present the
rankings.
check for us. And Vincent, please present the gift as well. Thank you. And now, gentlemen, please take a picture with our first runner-up, Stuart. And now let's look towards the middle. Fantastic, fantastic tournament. And would all our guests please stay? Let's invite our guests to come forward for a group photo together. May I invite Mr. Patrick Cam, Mr. Tony Mock, Mr. Steve Dawson, Mr. Dane Jern, Mr. Wilfred Mr. Jason Ferguson, Mr. Vincent Law, Mr. Jimmy Zhang, and Miss Anthea Lowe to join us for a big group picture to recognize the fantastic performance of Stuart Bingham. And of course, we will have to have our first runner-up in the middle. Stuart, we're very, very proud of you. Fantastic tournament and performance. And would our all guests please stand a little bit closer together? And when you're ready, fantastic, awesome. And when you're ready, let's capture this very special moment. 1, 2, 3, towards the middle.
Well, I mean, Stuart is a good guy and he'll play along with this. I think he just wants to get out of there, doesn't he, as they pose the pictures. He's got to stand in the right spot and all the rest of it.
Look towards the middle. Shall we do one with our thumbs up? Shall we do one with our thumbs up?
Let's have a brief word with Dom while we wait for, obviously, Neil Robertson to get his trophy. The worthy winner, Dominic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great, though, to see a smile back on the face of Stuart Bingham. He's obviously got other things,
and
to focus on, the sad loss of Joe Lazarus. I used to know him very, very well. I didn't know he passed away recently, and of course, Jack was actually having to pull out earlier on for personal reasons. So other things perhaps on the mind of Stuart Bingham, but the smile has returned, and it's been a very, very good performance from Stuart Bingham, but of course, it wasn't a match today for Neil Robertson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. Let me present you the winner of the World Snooker Grand Prix 2025, Neil Robertson.
The last man standing here in Hong Kong, Neil Robertson, who beat Joey Long 9-0 in the European Masters final in 2020, has now beaten Stuart Bingham 10-0 in the World Grand Prix final, 5 years on. two of only four whitewashes in multi-session
and thank you,
ranking
Tony.
finals.
Neil, please stay. Moving on, may I invite Mr. Wilfred Mr. Jimmy Zhang, Mr. Dave Chang to come forward to present the check and trophy for the winner. May I invite Jimmy to present the garland and check to Neil.
Back in 2017, he's actually now won 36 professional titles all told, 25 of them carrying ranking.
And also the check.
And these are the rewards for all the work, and he spoke about the work he's
Dane
done
to
with
present the
sports
gift.
psychologist. Obviously, Joe Perry's
Let's hold
been in
it
his
together.
corner
Let's
as well.
hold it together.
His family have
Fantastic.
been in his corner.
So now, a big round of applause for them. And now let's look towards the middle four quarters together. When you're ready,
has been superb this week, right from the start when he beat Yuan Sijun 4-0. He beat Dave Gilbert 4-1. He was 3-1 down to Jia Gudong, won that one 5-3.
A big round of applause again for our champion.
5-3 down to Sean Murphy,
and
beat him
then
6-5, and of course today 10-0
it's time to present
against Stuart Bingham.
the trophy, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a big round of applause again for our champion, please.
So the first World Grand Prix in Hong Kong, a familiar winner, and Neil Robertson very shortly will receive that lovely trophy that he won
Let's take another
in
photo
2020
with the check, okay?
in Cheltenham.
係唔該曬我哋嘅頒獎嘉賓啊，為我哋頒發呢張咁神聖嘅支票啊 ，very very handsome check. Let's look
with three
towards the
still to
middle.
come: the Players'
1, 2, 3,
Championship,
big smile.
the Tours Championship, and the World Championship, of course, where Neil Robertson will be seeded at the Crucible. That was in doubt as the season went on.
And then the moment we've been waiting for. Let's present the trophy. 我哋俾予呢啲嘅掌聲得唔得？咁多位觀眾，我哋一齊慶祝呢個咁開心嘅時刻，
Neil
好唔好
Robertson,
啊？
the World Grand Prix champion in 2025, the deserved champion, another trophy for his collection. And who's to say there won't be more before this season is out? He's coming into form at exactly the right time of the campaign.
Okay, when you're ready, let's capture this happiness, this success here. 1, 2, 3, big smile. Thank you, Jimmy, Wilfred, and Dane. Thank you. Neil, please stay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled to present you once again the champion of the World Grand Prix 2025, the one and only Neil Robertson!
Yes, the most successful non-British player in snooker history, extending his record, his legacy.
And our media friends would love to capture this very
we
special
saw
moment.
Even right at the end there, some of the long potting, just how devastating he is when he's on form.
Determination
and he has been this week. Maybe it was all part of the master plan, misreading the date of the World Open qualifier, not actually going to Newshan, saving his best for Hong Kong. So a happy picture for Neil Robertson. Congratulations to him, and thank you for your company this week. A lot of early mornings, I know, for everybody. If you've been with us from the start, thank you. And of course, our coverage will continue on TNT Sports at the World Championship just under 6 weeks from now. For viewers outside the UK on Eurosport, you can watch the Players' Championship on the continent.